Hey, no Y2K bug on this right now. That's pretty amazing. We scared it away. I don't have to tweak with anything. That's awesome. But yeah, this is episode 163 of For Music Lovers Only, and we're going to talk about our favorite songs from the year 2000. That's pretty fun. I had fun going down memory lane.
Us just
I feel like I've done this one before, but that's because I have.
Both you and Sontia have.
Yep.
That was a loophole. That was a loophole that I was unaware of until.
Except you picked the year, and
I mean, I didn't know.
Also, the graduation show, I believe.
I mean, probably, but I didn't know you guys. It's not in my cognitive memory that you guys graduated in 2000.
So we were trying to go after we graduated, being like the first show we did after we graduated.
I at least kept it in the 20s, man. I didn't go back to the 70s.
That's true.
And I did, to be fair, I told you all to pick another year and then just linger in, nothing out there. So I just said, hey, I'm going for it.
I don't remember you saying pick another year.
But anyways, happy Music Lovers Day. Happy Y2K Day. Let us know where you are tuning in from. We would love to know.
Texas.
You're tuning in from Texas. Okay, just let us know. We're going to get into it. We've rambled long enough. Uh-oh, my things. Okay.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
Getting tired of all these rules. No talking, no having fun. Stick to the format.
What rules? What rules? Who's putting rules in?
Rules.
Rules.
We don't need no education.
O'Doyle
Josh,
rules.
leave us alone.
Oh, did you guys know? I don't know if, well, it has something to do to music, but you guys know Twansat?
Yeah.
Like one of our local rappers that made it on the radio and made it out and has been making a living doing music. He wrote a book.
Huh.
A to Z to the music industry. I've been reading it. It is cognitive and very informative, and I really have been enjoying it. So I wanted to plug his book.
Awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It's an oven outside day here in the ICT. Feels like 100 plus or something. Had to get some
died running in it. I'll be honest with you. My treadmill broke a mile in, so I had to go do my last 2 miles outside, and it was pretty rough.
Ooh.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. I went outside to look and make sure my plants were alive, and then I haven't been there since.
Yeah,
They are.
I got a shade cloth for one of them, one of the tents, but the other one won't be here till Friday. And I'm like, oh, well, they're not looking.
Shade cloth? Oh, a shade cloth.
Shade cloth, yeah.
Sure, came and got. I got 2 extra shade tarps. I think would have worked perfect.
Yeah.
I got them on Temu for $5.99 a piece. If anybody's wondering.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mine was a little bit more than $5.99. Not on Temu. I haven't ventured down the Temu path.
That was an accident. Spent $160 one day. Got 23 items. It was fun.
Oh yeah. It's like you could get all this for free, and then it's like $88. Like, but I got like most of this for free.
Yeah. I got a handheld chainsaw out of the deal. So
I know, right? You can go on Temu and buy like a shed.
Yeah, I got so
Finger Hut. It used to be Finger Hut. Remember that? That was probably about 2000 era. I found Finger Hut, and I was just like, I could furnish a whole house.
I forgot about Finger Hut, man. Their Christmas. I was talking to somebody about the Toys R Us Christmas catalogs, but Finger Hut catalogs, man, you could get bras, you could get an arcade, you could get knives.
Yeah. All for the low price of $19.99.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid high interest rates. But
Definitely.
yeah, 2000s was a fun going down. I know you guys had done it, but I always the years that I'm alive in that we pick, it's fun to go down
Hmm.
those and kind of remember where you were and what you were doing. 2000, I was uh 2020, I think. I don't know how old I was. I'd have to math it. I'm not gonna do it. I was young.
25 years from your age now, 26 years from your age now.
That still requires math. I'm not gonna do it. But I was young. I was a kid then. I was
22 for the answer.
I was my dad had got me on at Learjet Bombardier, and I
Ooh.
was working on. I was building the integral fuel cell for the space shuttles. And for those that don't know here, on your left you got the space shuttle. In the middle one you got a little closer up of the space shuttle, and then you see that big tan thing there. And then over on the right you see those rings right there. That's the integral fuel cell. That's what fuels those rockets that you can see that are propulsing it up into the stratosphere. And it was made out of like a titanium aluminum alloy.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
at some point, I had put every rivet in on that. I'd done every job in that shop. And it was a little weird being, dad had got me on. It was definitely nepotism. And a lot of the old timers loved busting my balls. I mean, they took great joy every day of making my life hell. And,
Mhm, mhm.
I had to prove every day that I wasn't just, dumb pothead kid. And I could actually build some shit. And I got pretty good at it.
Mhm, mhm.
But it was fun, and it not a lot of 20 something year old kids can say they were building space shuttles. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I was driving into things.
Hey, you guys are still in high school. You hadn't even graduated yet.
We
No,
had
I
graduated by
graduated
now.
in the year too.
By June, yeah.
By June of 2000, we were graduated, a month
Mhm.
graduated.
Yep.
And I was working full time, but I was working full time through high school. I was the only high schooler I knew that worked 50 plus hours a week. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working part-time, and then after
I
I
lived in my own house
graduated,
for
I had a
4
few
years.
months off, and then I had to get a full-time job, a first call center job, and I was like, I'll never work customer service again, which was a lie.
Look at you now.
All sitting at home, comfortable, making more money than I probably should for what I do. But it's okay.
That's what I always say, especially at this job. I'm overworked and overpaid. So that's the only benefit of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's balanced. But like I said, going back to the Y2K, we had the Y2K bug. They were scared that the computers weren't going to be able to register the zeros because the Gregorian calendar started with 1 and not 0. So they thought it was going to, cripple the whole society. And it
Mm-hmm.
didn't. I remember working in an aircraft, and one guy definitely fit the bill. Always wore camo jeans. He was a prepper. He'd been prepping, since 100 years ago. That's just what he did. So he was stockpiling gas masks and MREs and all kinds of stuff. And then one of them was this black guy, this Christian guy. He was a pastor, preacher, whatever it was, and he was doing the same thing. Just guns, ammo, gas mask, and I always wonder what they did with all that stuff after nothing happened. I never got to ask them.
What do you mean? They're ready for the next one, dude. If they were ready for that one, there's been 12 since. So I mean, so every event that's happened since, they have been down in that shelter with that gas mask and those old MREs and their guns loaded up, going, "This is the one, honey. I told you.
I told you one day.
Hopefully one day it doesn't. I hope it never happens. I do.
No, me too.
But
I love
one
coffee and
day.
air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But Bill Clinton at the start, Bill Clinton was president in 2000, and one thing he did for us was open up the GPS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
it.
I don't know about that other thing.
He
but,
was not Bill. He was not president right now in 2000. I do not believe, because Bush had taken over by now. The first election I voted in, Gore and them were fighting it out still, I believe.
I think it had to go to court, and I thought it was December that it got settled that Bush won.
Again, I think though, yes,
I think 2001 is when he took. I think, I don't know, but yeah, there was Bush and Al Gore going at it, and then the hoopla that ensued on that. And but Clinton opened up the GPS to the general public. Prior to this, GPS was only used by the military, and so now all that Google Map, you got to thank Bill Clinton for that. Not only did he stain dresses in the White House, but he got things done with the GPS, man.
Thanks, Bill Clinton.
And I think
second
Al
favorite
Gore,
black president of all time.
I think Al Gore invented the internet, right? I think that's what his claim to fame was. Man, bear,
That's
pig.
Dude, I just remember Bill Clinton on Arsenio Hall playing the jazz, playing that freak. Oh my God, that saxophone! When he played it, it was the saxophone. Yeah, he was the hippest president we'd had until Obama.
And Arsenio Hall was the greatest show on like late night TV.
He ruffled some feathers. That's why I liked him.
I liked when he had Milli Vanilli come on and actually sing, and he was like, "You guys can sing. Why don't you do it?" And they're like, "The money."
I think Vanilli or Millie, one of the two, is still trying to sing. So,
Millie, because he does like Rasta.
And then there's another guy that took over Milli Vanilli, and he was supposed to play at some concert recently, but like the original Ron, whoever you said Millie, didn't like with it and was trying to contest it.
Yeah, I think Rob was the one that committed suicide. I don't know. But also in 2000, the Nokia 3310 was released. My first cell phone. I think everybody had those bricks that was rolling around with cell phones. And also the PlayStation 2 came out.
Snake.
And in music adjacent news, Rage Against the Machine shut down Wall Street by throwing a concert out in front of Wall Street, and the crowd caused them to close early. And also there was a lot of Al-Qaeda suicide bombers. Remember all those things?
Yeah.
That was when I watched the news. I remembered another suicide bomber. I was like, Al-Qaeda. And then looking through all of it, I hadn't thought about the word, any of all that in a while. So I thought that was noteworthy.
Yeah, that was kind of a mess. that was something to worry about there for a minute.
But there's always been something, always some impending doom. The world's almost always about ready to end. Somebody's always got their finger on that damn button and about ready to push it, and it's just gonna. So like I said, this ain't nothing new really than what's going on today, to some extent.
And then it creates great and beautiful music and art.
That was the first. That was also 2000 was the end of television, because that was when the first reality show came out, Survivor.
Yeah,
and that's
Survivor was the first one. It wasn't Real World or Road Rules. I think
it came out in like 01, 02. I don't know. It just says the rise of reality televisions begins with shows like Survivor.
Yeah, Real World and Road Rules were MTV probably prior to that, but MTV, maybe on the like the ABCs and the mains channels took it over.
Yeah, because Real World was like 92, but I think that's when when every show was one from 2000 to like 2006. You had stupid Osbournes or whatever you had. I mean, every show was a reality show, TV show.
The takeover.
Even all the building shows that became reality shows, the Monster Houses, Monster Garage, all those that just became reality TV.
And then all of the music channels went to the more expensive cable channels.
And then also became reality TV.
No, there's still music channels. There's like 4 MTV music channels. I make my kids watch them sometimes, and I'll be like, "See, music was better when I was growing up."
I watch Vino, I think's what it is, because it has basically all of the music that was on MTV on it that I like. So,
All right, Coach, you got that spinner handy? We're 15 minutes in on.
Oh shoot! All right, I got it right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from where the camera's all the way back at, though. Oh, God, that was the worst spin ever, but it's Sontia.
Sontia, yeah, I can't read that.
Yay!
You're gonna have to get one of those like handles to extend it forward.
Oh, my other camera wouldn't work, so I had to use the phone, and I don't usually use it for this show. And if I move it too close, it looks weird, and
Yeah, totally. Technical issue. Well, it's not technical issues. It's more like structural design. So, year 2000. Year 2000, I graduated, got a car, got my first full-time job. The conversation of getting out of the house was had. My pastimes were driving aimlessly throughout the day and night, and going to the grocery store, which was so fun when I was 19. Like, going to the grocery store was always an adventure. Like, we're getting toilet paper. Oh my God. Like, I'd pick up my friends to go to the grocery store. It was insane. And then, I don't know, 8 months later, I was pregnant.
That's in 2000. That's what most of my friends were doing,
And
having babies. And
I'd held out, and then I was like, hey, and then I was like, oh, I'm pregnant. And then, my life was saved, because I swear I would have been a whole fool if I wouldn't have had a kid young. I know for sure I would have. But also, year 2000 had some incredible music. We did a lot of choreography, because there was a lot of like different dance routines and musics to actually dance to in 2000. So that was really cool. This was even after some of the boy bands had they hadn't fizzled out, but Britney Spears was queen, and then Janet Jackson popped out. So my first one that I'm going to do is Janet Jackson. The return of Janet. She had gone somewhere. I don't know what happened to her. She made enough money and went and counted it and came out and decided that she was going to do like the colorful, fun videos. And one thing that I remember about the 2000s is that all the videos were so colorful and beautiful and poppy and cartoonish. And shiny. And it was always an adventure with videos, except for, your rock videos, which were all horrid and gross and weird. And there were bugs and eyes and dead bodies, So the contrast, it was a lot of visual art. Somebody got their visual art degree and then just went crazy on everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it was one guy who did it all.
It was one guy. What was it? Is it called a fish eye lens?
Yeah.
Fish eye. I called it a fish bowl lens once, and somebody just had a whole fit. So I wanted to make sure I was saying that right. But the Janet Jackson song that I have is off of the Nutty Professor soundtrack, and it's Doesn't Really Matter. And I picked that song because it's coordinated. If you ever want to see a coordinated dance from me, play that song. I have the whole thing done. But also she's such a soft singer, but it's always powerful when she sings. Like she commands attention with her softness, and I love that about Janet all throughout the years. But seeing her come back, and the video with that like moving stage, and then it being like connected to the Nutty Professor movie, it was awesome. So that was my number one. Number two, I'm going to bring up, because I already said her name, the queen of the 2000s there for a minute, was Miss Britney Spears. Oh, man. Oh, Coach, I thought you were going to... Do you have your finger on the button?
He does. I told you, somewhere at any moment, there's always a finger on the button.
Okay.
Is Sontia going to drop the ball?
Which is how I got pregnant.
After this commercial break. Oh.
So this Britney Spears song that I picked from the 2000s, that was the top hit, and oh my God, for us kind of mischievous girls, was so fun, was Oops. I
I'm
did
gonna
it again.
Okay, good. I've already used that one. It was close. That was my backup if you stole my other one. So
Oops, I almost got yours.
Oops. You almost did it again.
I almost did it again. Oops, I did it again. It's so funny. Because
I was clapping instead of booing.
it sounded like a dying gazelle.
Yeah. It's
Hold
first
on.
thing that popped into my head, dying gazelle.
Play it again. Yeah, that sounds like a dying gazelle. I could hear the crowd now, though.
Okay.
Like a dying gazelle in a crowd. But oops, people had to do something before TV. But oops, I did it again was a whole burn. Like it really was. It was the sweetest burn that you could ever put on TV, because it's like, oops, you're crying in your car and wanting to jump off a building. I did it again. Sorry for that. So yeah, when that song came out, it was hard. Like I really enjoyed it because, sometimes you're an asshole. Number 3. Which one should I do for number 3? Let me see.
Probably your third favorite.
I know I didn't put them in order, and I went out of order when I started naming them. So I'm gonna go with Outkast, and they had their album out, Stank on Ya, and I played that record so much, and then I let one of my friends borrow it, and then I don't know where it went, and I harassed that man for like 3 years, and I was like, where's my Stank on Ya CD? Like, to the point to where his mom called him, and she was like, where's your Stank on Ya CD?
That's some stank on you.
Yeah, he didn't have it. He either had it and he never found it, or he doesn't have it. But Alpha Stink on Ya, there's so many songs on there. So many songs on there. But the one that I really, really liked was Gasoline.
Yeah. My favorites as well.
And and that whole song, like that whole album is pretty, it's not radio friendly, but it's like, hey, we're having fun, and we're singing the songs about all these different things, and come dance, and it's funny, but Gasoline,
so underrated.
It is.
Like, it does not make only 2 songs off of there, one of them on my list and the other one are the only ones that people really, and it does not get its justice.
It doesn't. And just the subject matter, just talking about how not everybody's American dream is your American dream, and sometimes you just want to burn it down, and that's cool. Sometimes you got to get mad.
Like, Outkast lyrics with their music was freaking crazy, because even like it sound like this upbeat lyrics, and then the words they're laying down, they were awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they didn't. Andre 3000 talks about how he wasn't even sure he wanted to be in a group, and it's like, well, I'm glad you were, because you guys killed it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I wish he'd go back and stop doing piano or whatever he's doing now, but
flute.
He plays the flute. If you trip and listen to that, it's the greatest album in the world. Number 4. Speaking of anthems, since you guys brought it up, Good Charlotte has a song called Anthem. I don't listen. Okay, so don't come at me. I went to a Good Charlotte concert once, and I hated it the whole time. It was awful. But they make good music for the radio, and Anthem is one of those. Because I don't want to wait. Nope, that's the wrong one. I don't ever want to be you. Don't want to be
just like you.
Yeah. And it's such a good, it's such a good song, because it screams of independence. And as an independent type person, it really does. It resonates, because, I don't want to be you. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be like anybody. I want to be like me. This is the anthem. Put all your hands up. Yeah. Don't want to be you. And yeah, it's definitely the cry of what it seemed like was going on in the 2000s. And every generation has their breakout moment to where they're trying to be different, the same, together. And pop punk was really like the soundtrack to all of that.
Never got into them. They always seemed really super fake
I mean,
to
they,
me.
yeah, if you see them in concert, yeah, seeing them in concert, I completely get that because they just like. I think the funniest thing that they said while we were in concert, they were like, "Oh, these girls in Kansas are homegrown. That's what they call you, right?" And then I was like, "I hate you guys so much."
Yeah.
But they also
It
sounded
seemed like they were
terrible.
trying really hard to be cool.
Yeah.
Like
And
Green
then
Day.
Yeah.
Green Day was cool for a minute.
For a minute,
For a minute, they were. And I
Dookie
agree.
is one of my favorite albums. Dookie.
Yeah.
Anything after Dookie, I
And then they got sober or something. I don't know what happened.
don't know.
All right. And then finally, my number 5 is a song that I forgot about. Okay. So first of all, as we all know, I hate a cheater. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Cannot stand it. It just,
I've never heard anybody say they love one. Just
yeah, I know, but it just, I do not condone it. And it pisses me off to even think about. Recently though, and this song hit me in the heart, like, because I'm already dealing with the situation when it comes to a cheater. And this isn't somebody that is really directly related to me in a relationship way. This is somebody that I like admired and respected and loved. And then all of a sudden there's an issue to where they broke somebody's heart for no good reason. And so now I'm black and white about cheating. Like, it's bad, but now somebody that I care about has done something that I absolutely fucking abhor. So I'm conflicted. What do you do? Because now it's the humanity in the situation has presented itself, and I have to figure out how not even how I respond, but what I feel about it, because the conflict is difficult. And so this song speaks on that. This song is
We lost you. You're frozen.
I see myself blinking in and out.
Okay,
all right, now you're back. What was your number 5?
How long was I gone?
12 seconds.
I think you were getting.
What was the last thing I said? Was it Carl Thomas? Did you guys hear that?
No. You started to say my number 5 is, and then you were gone.
Yeah.
Okay, but you guys heard the whole thing before that.
Yeah.
Okay,
we did.
that's what was most important. Sometimes you're conflicted. Carl Thomas has this song called I Wish. And what this song is about is a man who falls in love with a woman, deeply falls in love with a woman, and then finds out that she has a whole family. And I wish is the thing that he wishes is that he never met her. Never at all. Because I know I love her so, but she's got love for me. Like, it's such a beautiful song, and you can feel the heartbreak because she decides that she's going to stay with her family instead of being with him. But she's destroyed all of these different dynamics, and he's caught in the middle of it because, hey, this woman belongs to somebody, but I want her to be mine, but I can't want her to be mine because she has a whole family. So that really, I don't know.
Carl Thomas?
Yes, his name is Carl Thomas.
He's not even ringing a bell.
Yeah, it was a song that played on the radio all the time. I don't even know if he made more than a couple of albums from the 90s to the 2000s, but that song is a beautiful song. And now that my whole universe is readjusting my ability to have grace for deplorable shit, that song has just been playing over and over. Just kind of in my.
He's still touring. He's still touring. It looks a lot like Brian McKnight, but like a Brian McKnight like Temu version. Yeah.
I guess his name is not ringing a bell, but I'm curious to see if I'll recognize the song. It'll be on the playlist. It'll be on the playlist.
Okay, that'll work. So yeah, that's my testimony, and that is my time.
So I'm good list, but I'm disappointed in you on 2 accounts. Nickelback had an album out in 2000.
I know, but I used that song like 6 times already. The one that I want to.
There's a whole album.
Say
Okay.
photographs in that year. I'm just saying.
And then there's one that I pulled off my list that I think you had that I had forgot about until you brought it up a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorites, and I pulled it off thinking that one of you two would get it. So
Okay.
You disappointed me on that one, but it was a good list anyhow.
It's my list. You can't.
Yeah, it's her list. You don't judge her list.
What the hell?
Let the fans judge her list, not you.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that one didn't make it. All right, Coach Spin, save me. Pull my foot out of my mouth. Okay, you got another
right,
spot.
number 6.
Coach.
Oh.
This was a tough year for me because, one, I don't even remember what my original list was, but I'll tell you, Eminem, Britney Spears, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Rage Against the Machine, White Stripes, Snoop Dogg, Outkast, all had albums in this year. So you can get mad if I miss some songs, but how the hell am I going to get them all? You know, like, because I could use all of Stankonia. I could use all of Renegades. I could use all of Marshall Mathers LP. I could use all of Oops, I Did. Well, okay, 3 songs from Oops, I Did It Again. I could use 5 songs from Chocolate Starfit. You know, it's a hard year, man.
A lot. It was a lot. The millennial years, you know, you got to come out kicking, come out swinging.
But I'm going to go with my number 5. That is probably the second or first most active song in my life because it comes up a lot on my workout list. They shut down Wall Street this year. Rage Against the Machines, Renegades 2000, pretty much a playable front to back album, but Pistol Grip Pump. There's just something about it that gets you ready to go. And that whole album gets you ready to go. But that one's like, man, whatever they want me to do, I'll go. I'm going, you know? So, yeah.
So they don't want me to do. What are we boycotting today, Rage?
Yeah, what pissed you off? Sign me up. My number 4, man, I don't, you know, I'm always been torn on Linkin Park. So I'm not gonna use them yet. My number 4 is you used them. I think we just did Florida pretty recently, and we talked about Limp Bizkit. You talked about Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. That's when a lot of people lost them. They sold out. They did whatever. I kind of like the CD. Don't care. I listened to that way too much. But my song from there, my number 4 is going to be My Way. Because it's my way or the highway. You know, but just a good song. And I mean, yeah. I don't, you know, again, they changed their music. They went from just doing heavy metal or whatever they were doing to having rappers on and changing like a new genre. And I thought it was cool. I liked it.
It was a good album. It really was.
Definitely the beginning of the end of their fame or their like over the top fame. I think like that album actually got them there for a minute, but then all the original $3 bill y'all people that only wanted to hear that kind of were like, whoa, what are you doing? You know? And so that's not
what come back to MTV's Spring Break.
I was seeing they're saying Wes is saying that they're bigger now than they ever were before.
They do it. It's crazy that they do awesome shows because they've got an allegiance of fans that, you know, they're way bigger than Juggalos, you know? Oh, yeah.
Well,
he does that
99 when they did the riot that they had sued the riot that kind of gave everybody ooh, we don't want these guys. They'll have everything set on fire here. And
that's what, like guys like me like fell in love with, you know, like I liked them before, but like how powerful are you that you can create that? You know, and it was they picked the right situation, brewing storm to just come out and fuck shit up. So that's my number 4. My number 3, I got a little bit puckered when you said Outkast, Stankonia. But my song from that's Bombs Over Baghdad.
Yeah.
BYOB.
Yeah, that one of my favorite ones. You know, Miss Jackson, great song. Probably like the anthem of like, you know, us guys that were into the older ladies. You mix that with Friday, and that's how I thought that whole song was. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, you know, I just thought they were singing that to her. So that's my number 3 is actually Bombs Over Baghdad, not Miss Jackson. My number 2. Man, I don't know how many more people you could get onto a song than this. Snoop, MC Ren, Ice Cube, The Lady Rage, and Nate Dogg on one song on The Last Meal 2000, and this one set it off. I could have used almost anyone from that one too. Like that was hard. I'm just going over my list. I'm getting ready to leave off my girl, but I can't. I'm getting ready to leave off my girl, guys.
You don't have to. You got one more.
I know, but number 1, how can I not do Eminem? I mean, that was not. It's not where I found Eminem. Obviously, he was big before that, but something about the Marshall Mathers LP. It doesn't score high, but that was like when you got to know him. That was kind of like when he started opening the curtain and really kind of talking about who he was and why he was formed and whatever. So my number 1 is Criminal from the Marshall Mathers LP. Just a banger and a good song and a little bit crazy.
Crazy. True to form.
That was my list. I just realized how much I left off and I'm hurting myself. So
yeah,
I left off Brittany. I left off White Stripes. I left off Linkin Park. I mean, it happens.
All right. Good list. Didn't get the Hive on there. That was the one that I hate to tell you, I told you so. That was the one I was hoping somebody would get because it's not going to make my list, but it's so hard not to.
The Hive?
That wouldn't have made my list. Not about the song, but just wouldn't have made my list.
Yeah, that's like the catchiest song in the world ever, in my opinion. And I think it was on somebody's list on something we did because I had forgot about it. But anyways, we're moving on. That's not on me. Yeah, I had fun, like I said, reminiscing and finding some songs, some good songs, some bands. None. You guys didn't mention anything on my list. There was my butthole was pucker free the entire show so far. So I'm just gonna get into my number 5 with "Just Killing Time" by Black Label Society off the 2000 album "Stronger Than Death," and Zakk Wylde is one of my favorite frontman, favorite guitarist, and genuinely seems like a pretty cool dude. So, you know, I think that's something to say. Pucker free butthole.
I didn't know it was gonna post it for everybody everywhere.
Yeah,
I might type something on there. It does it. I like it.
But it's got if you know anything about Black Label Society and Zakk Wylde, he likes the piano too. He puts some piano in metal music, not a keyboard, piano. And so it starts off this kind of piano ballad, and it's sad and kind of sad and somber. And I'm just killing time, and time is killing me is one of the lines. And then all throughout the song, he's got, you could hear his guitar, him playing guitar, just, kind of just accenting. And then he gets to the solo, and it's just your crazy, typical Zakk Wylde solo, and I loved it. And so it's kind of got that morbid feeling, and it's going to roll right into my number 4, which is "Swan Dive" by Hed PE, because I don't think Hed PE has made the show. It needed to make the show. I hear the guy's an asshole, but it's off the 2000 album "Broke," "Swan Dive." And what could be better than a swan dive into the asphalt? Because you're fed up with life. And it was still an era where we could joke about things that were serious issues instead of having to deal with them. That was how we kind of processed them, kind of joke about them, And but Good song. Good song. I hear he's an asshole, and I believe it, but he hasn't swan dived, but he wrote a song about it, and it's a good song.
Mm.
And number 3 is everybody's favorite asshole, Mr. Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
The Nobodies off the 2000 album Hollywood. And this was one where pretty much I think the band quit, and it was just like him. And wait, am I confusing stuff? I may be confusing stuff, but it's a good song. I don't even know who's playing on it. I need to look. But the solo, the guitar is just badass, and it's a catchy song. You know, today I'm dirty, I want to be pretty. Tomorrow I know I'm just dirt. And you know, I mean, it's a good one of my favorite songs. Number 2 was a last minute, and it bumped the Hive because I got a chance to get my band Fu Manchu on. We were talking. I was talking road trips today, and somebody had mentioned a band, and I would agree with that, but it made me think of Fu Manchu, and so I was like, Fu Manchu, did they have an album? And they sure the shit did, and it was a damn good album called King of the Road, and the song is Drive, and just a great road trip song, and I got to work Fu Manchu on there. They're fun.
Sweet.
My number 1, Pantera, 2000 album, Reinventing the Steel. Yesterday Don't Mean Shit. Good song. You know, whatever you did yesterday, good, bad, really don't mean shit. It's in the past. Tomorrow is the day you got to face, you know. I mean, whatever good shit you did, you know, it's like every day, every morning, clean slate, and then you got to look this way, not that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, of course, Dimebag's guitar, Phil is it's one of my favorite songs, hands down. And I know it does. I think I'm pretty sure it's their last album that they did as a band before they broke up and went all their separate ways. But yeah, that's my list. It's my list.
Sweet.
What was your Hive song? I think it's the Hives.
The Hives. Hate to say I told you so.
Okay.
And it's one of the catchiest songs, certainly of the year. And brought it up on the list because I had forgot it.
Okay.
I hate to say I told you so. Right. Yeah.
It's just your daddy, you know it. Man,
But I was talking to
forgot about that
Coach.
song.
I was talking to Coach before we got on. I'm getting closer to getting this some merch rolling for the podcast. I got I sent y'all the shirt for the shirt design for our show, the podcast, the tape, the For Music Lovers Only, and then I've been working on an Art Assault one, and I'm like, yeah, well, we've got thousands of pieces of artwork. I'm just going to turn one of it into a shirt. So that's where I'm at with it right now. There still may be some tweaking, and I just took, you know, I think therefore I am. I just changed it to I art therefore I am, and trying to be clever. Kevin likes it, so I think we're gonna push the button on that and get things going. I'm gonna do some get the transfers here and everything, and then once I get some made, we'll start pushing those. Try to get that fund up so we don't have to come out of pocket for our podcast. That's the goal, you know, instead of asking for sponsors or begging for money. That's always.
But we will take your money and we will take your sponsorship if you're offering.
Absolutely.
We're not going to beg for it though, but you could just buy a t-shirt.
Off air, but not on air.
Coach May. I'm not good at chasing down people that owe me money. I'll let it stew, but I'm getting a little bit better. I'm just like, you know, hey, instead of making vague posts on Facebook or sitting there getting mad and cussing them, you'd be like, hey, you got that cheddar? I'm getting a whole lot better of just like, hey, man, you got that money or not?
Pay me or I'll pay myself. I'll just come take your shit. No, I don't do that. So many people owe me money. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, let me borrow $20, and I'll be like, no.
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
No.
I have one guy that I used to work with that like we had a running tab, and then he quit, and he used to borrow like, and for a while he'd pay me back, but he'd like borrow 20 and pay me 10, borrow 20, pay me 10, borrow 20, pay me, and then like he knew what he owed me. He's like, I owe you $280. I'm like, I know you do, Mike. It's good, man. I know you're struggling and you love playing scratch off tickets, so I like to help you with it.
Vicariously through. I like scratch off tickets too. I just don't like buying them or scratching them. So
but he's like, I have really good luck at them, and I'm like, no, you don't, because you owe me $280.
I don't think you understand how this works, man.
But it don't cost him nothing to play it because he borrowed it from me.
Yeah.
So
All profit, all profit.
Yee.
I remember one day I did give him like $15 or $20, and he won like $100. Was going around telling people in the shop, and I just walked out there. I'm like, give me my $50. He's like, well, you only gave me 20. I'm like, you took my 20 and bought lottery that won you $100, dude. Like, well, he's like, I got lunch too. I said, cool, you owe me 55 then. He gave me my $20, by the way. That's what I got out of it.
Wonderful.
I haven't really thought much on next week. It's been a head above water trying to work on this week, so we'll come up with something. Like I said, we did what year this year? Yeah, we'll think of something. We'll think of something cool to do, or maybe not. Maybe we'll think of something lame to do. The lamest songs in history.
Yeah.
Well, that was my 5 tonight. So,
The hell?
All right, Sontia, what do you got going on? You got anything going on this weekend?
Yep. So Friday is going to be Divorced Dad's Night at John Barleycorn's. So that's going to be awesome. Bring your mustaches and your flannels. And I'm so excited because like some friends just came in from their friends are coming in from out of town. So it's going to be insane. And then Junie, a local musician, he has the cancer. So we got a benefit concert for him on Saturday at the, oh my God, I know exactly where it is and I can't think of it. It starts with a B. It's freaking huge. They have really good food there.
A B?
The bourbon, Scotch and not Scotch and bourbon. Bourbon Street. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Down here. Yeah.
the last place we did I guess the art show and all that stuff.
Yeah, for Jenny. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Bourbon Street. It's gonna be everybody's gonna be there.
Just the last place on earth that I want to be is at a bar anymore. I just don't.
I love going like once or twice a year just to like, because
remind yourself why you don't.
Our life people. I mean, no, I spent a lot of my 20s in bars, and I'm okay. Yeah, but I like every once in a while it's fun just to stop by one and go watch somebody awesome sing and benefit and throw somebody else's darts. That really makes people mad.
I think playing so many festivals, going to a bar is like returning to like home. I guess I don't want to say home, but it's just like it's back to something a little bit more familiar. But playing festivals is insanely wonderful, and I want to do that all the time for the rest of my life now.
Make
it happen. I'm gonna go back to a bar and I'm gonna be like, man, it's so small in here. And everybody keeps touching me.
Yeah. I need my security.
Man, I almost got into a fight when I went to go see Clownvis. Man, y'all dudes out there are bold and I will fuck you up. Leave me alone.
Do not throw me in that category.
Not you, but out there. Quit it. Don't.
Just don't.
Mm-mm.
It 2000 it definitely was a different time.
It seems like it. A man would just harass you until you finally gave in, and then he would take you to dinner, and then you'd get married.
I don't know if you'd like Coach 2000 or before he got with Amy. Coach
coming up. How many guys in the 2000s or whatever come up and like grab you on your elbow, like right below on the elbow? I watched so many motherfuckers do that. It's like
Grab
God,
you on the
creepy.
elbow.
I never
Come
did
up and
that.
holler at you and be like, "Girl, what trying to holler at you and just kind of elbow touching." It's like, what are you doing?
Why
No,
would
nothing.
I don't know if that was. I don't know if I've ever. No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
elbows weird me out, so I never would have done that. I'm more of a pinch like your thigh. No, I'm joking.
There were definitely folks that were too close, but they would.
2000 in 2000, my pickup line was, "I lost my number. Can I borrow yours?"
Here's my Snapchat. In the future.
Thanks to Al Gore, we've got the internet and Snapchat. All right, guys, we'll figure something else out for next week. Figure out something groovy, but we're gonna get off here. Thank you, everybody.
We're doing something groovy. That's what the title will be.
Something groovy, and you guys got to figure out.
Funk.
Ooh, let's do funk.
We've done funk, and
Let's do
I
it
kind of
again.
enjoyed being. I don't know. There's not much new funk. Funk is the funk we have today is not the good funk.
Bruno Mars is funk.
He's got one album though.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
In the immortal words of Pantera, yesterday don't mean shit. The more you forget, the better you are. Have a good night.
Bye.